going to start by marking out the areas I don't want the white face paint to go, and I'm going to use my NYX Jumbo pencil in Milk for this. I'm applying Superstar face paints in the colour 021 for my white base. Now the key thing with this is to do a layer, let it dry, and then continue building up those layers till you're happy with the consistency. If you apply your next layers while the face paint is still wet, then you're just going to be removing that previous layer. All the brushes that I've used throughout this tutorial are from a set that I bought off eBay, just a cheap set, purely just to be used for face paints. I'm just marking out 3 bones on the neck with the white paint. Once you're happy with the consistency of the white, I then go in setting it with just a white powder or a translucent powder. Now I'm going to outline the eye sockets using Superstar face paint in 023. A tip for doing this type of makeup: have a picture of a skull in front of you so you can follow the shape and structure of the skull. Once you've outlined, you want to bring that black inwards towards the eye, but just go over halfway. Next you want to outline and fill the hollows of the cheeks. Now to fill in the nose, it's best to start off small with the nose and then just add more if you want to make it bigger or create a certain type of shape. And make sure you go not right into the nostrils but some way in, so then when you look up it just looks completely black. Now to create the brow bone area. You can do this however you want. You could really exaggerate it or you could just keep it to a minimum. For the neck you want to start by drawing a thick black line along the chin and then start bringing that black paint down. Then using that black paint you can really help define those bones or change the shape of them. For example, I'm making them all rounded on the edges. Now with a black eyeshadow, I'm using MAC Carbon. I'm just going to add black eyeshadow to the areas I want to define with shadow. It also makes the face paint look 3D instead of flat. I will now be defining certain areas by using shadow and light. With these areas I will start off with the eyeshadow just to outline it, and then to really deepen that shadow area I'll use some of the black paint, but only use a little bit, and then with a clean brush just blend it out so it blends in nicely. I'm using that same technique for underneath the eye sockets, It just creates that hollowness underneath the eye. Just above the hollows of the cheeks, there's a bit that kind of caves in. So I'm just drawing that out, and then I will create shadow just to give it that 3D effect. Now for the rest of the face, I'm just creating shadow in the darker areas of the skull. And then with that black eyeshadow, I'm just going to fill in the rest of the eye. Now onto the teeth, I'm just outlining faintly the areas that I want the teeth to go. And then with that black paint, just outlining the teeth. If you've gone a bit thick with the black paint, then you can neaten it up with the white. And then you want to create a black line through the middle of your lips from one hollow cheek to the next. Now to give the jaw and teeth dimension, you want to add shadow. This is when having a picture of a skull in front of you becomes really handy. The key with this area is just to start off small and then keep building up until you're happy with it. Once the mouth is done, I'm just going in areas I feel that needs a bit of shadow, for example the nose, and then the neck, just to give it a bit of dimension so it doesn't look so flat. Now I'm just adding some white shadow to the areas in the hollows of the cheek where the light still touches. Now to create a bit more darkness around the eyes, I'm just going into the waterline with a black liner. So if you want to leave it like this, this would be the finished look. But I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm going to add some glitter. So I'm going to start adding this multicolour glitter to everywhere that's black. So that's just around the eye sockets, the nose and the hollows of the cheeks. This glitter is a gel, so it applies wet and then it will set like in 5 seconds. Then going in with the glitter gel Aurora and applying that to the whitest parts of the skull. And of course the neck bones. If you wanted to as well, you could apply the multi-glitter to the neck. So this is it. This is Halloween look 1. I'm really happy by how it turned out and I really enjoyed doing it. I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for watching.